Still gonna try to hunt down the bugs and issues with the AIs.
Three, two, one.
Alright, here we go. Alright, Letro. Oh, relax, Letro. We're not that far back. We were just taking a shortcut. We were doing it following Lisa. So, as of now, the AIs have been better. Like, when they hit a wall or a parked car, they actually do get dead stop like any other car would. Yeah! Whoa! Whoa! Oh. I messed up. That was my fault. I messed up.
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't mess up, but I kind of couldn't really get off of Lisa. Now. Get the wall. It's a little too shy. Come here, Lisa. Hey, Lisa. Bye, Lisa.
Oh, made it turn a little too tight.
Yeah, I messed up too. Just a little bit. Got a little squirrely. Oh wow. Lisa must have messed up.
Well, she didn't take that.
Alright.
Or I don't know, maybe she did.
I had a 7-second lead.
Or she did
Last I
mess
saw.
up that in that area. But I did get second. So for that race, no sinkage problem.
No, not really. I mean, I had one little issue. No. I was trying to take the shortcut, but I couldn't because of Lisa. But that was about it. But I could have avoided that if I really wanted to by going on the other side of her.
Right. So it wasn't really the AI's fault. It was just your human error.
No, it's just I was just too far to the left when I should have been on the right. So.
Yeah. So. What is this? Ooh. Bulldozer of 6. I already got that. Alright, so do you want to try one of the new ones? Just make sure the syncing is working. Like the big land hypercar race?
Sure.
Alright, so...
Excuse me.
Alright, so now let's try to see if the syncage is now guaranteed to work by doing one of the new races that has the video intros. Because those were the ones we usually get messed up on. So I'm gonna let my map icons load. Alright, rolling.
Usually this is the part that usually works almost every time. It's the part after this that usually messes up. Not always.
But let's see, can we get past this? Okay, yes, so syncage seems to be working okay now. Don't know what was happening last month when we were recording, but I hope so.
Whoa, what was that?
I don't know. Hello. Hello, boss.
Oh, that bus.
Grandpa!
I almost hit the traffic car trying to go around and get left.
I know. That's why I didn't go that way.
That's where you're like,
Oh, just cleared my lane!
Sorry.
I'm good.
I was gonna pass that guy, but then... Oh, God!
Oh, whoa. Yeah, you were hugging that traffic car. Flirting with disaster every day. Whoa, hold it! Oh, guess not.
I held it.
You did? I don't know. I just saw you go from left to right. I'm like, okay, let's just not try
I touched
to
the
hit
dirt, and apparently every time I touch the dirt, I lose control.
Well, then don't do that. Ow!
I was already in the motion of losing control.
I got clipped by the traffic car.
Plus,
Yep. That's the boss.
$283 miles across the line.
Okay, so apparently the sinkage is fine.
For sometimes it's for a time limit. It's so long.
Yeah.
But it's random.
Pink and blue, that's useless because we're collecting yellows.
I got all pinks. 3 of them.
I only got one pink and blue.
Let's see, what did I get? Die. Better than what I had. Not better than what I had. Can I put that part on? Oh, there we go. I'll put it on this one. Go ahead and delete this one and this one. Delete this one too. It sucks.
Alright, so the sinkage seems to be working for now. But let's move on to the AI's issues. Fast travel to me to Detroit Interstate.
Come on. There we go. My zoom in key is not working.
Alright.
This one or no, I think it's this one.
The main issue with the AIs is that they are either one, they're cheating and they're overpowered, or two, majority of these cars are underpowered. So let me demonstrate my point. Alright, so we got the General Lee, the 1969 Dodge Charger RT Hemi. As you can see, fully upgraded and fully yellow. So if we look at the specs, top speed 227, horsepower of about 660 horsepower, 0 to 60 time in 3.07 seconds, and a quarter mile of 10.37 seconds. So again, it's fully upgraded to 80. And you will confirm that in this race there is another 69 Charger RT Hemi. Correct?
I believe so.
Yeah, because this is one of the races with the American muscles. So we're going to do this on Ace mode. Then that means that Charger, the AI Charger, should be as fast, or we should be even.
Theoretically speaking, yes.
Because we're dealing with other cars that are 280 level. Well, let's just put that to the test. All right, there it is. There's that Charger right in front of me.
And I got the Challenger in front of me.
2,
All right, so let's see what happens on takeoff. Okay, what? Okay, so well, that's what I mean. The AIs just take off much faster.
And you see that? The Challenger's got a speed boost by hitting the wall.
I didn't capture it. I'm glad you did.
Oh,
But
no,
that's
I
my-
got it.
But that's my point.
And look, see? See what I'm saying? Now, the magnetic crap.
Oh yes, the wall riding is... The wall is awful, because
Wall riding's horrendous.
just one touch and it's pretty much dead stops like that. But again, my point is, the AI Charger is taking off and running much faster.
He's probably taking off at like around 2.3 at the very most.
He is just rocketing it. That doesn't make sense, because if that charger is 280, then it should be the same match as this charger.
I'm right next to him. And I'm in a marshy lobby, so my car's not terribly slow. Oh man.
Man, how are these AIs just are like a runaway freight train that never leave their line? And there you go, the wall, and get that stopped terribly. Well, my suggestion for the wall riding is to reduce the amount of impact. Like if you're wall riding for more than 5 seconds, then it could be greater, but reduce
No, it needs to go back to the way it was.
Well, I agree with that.
The way it is now is terrible.
It needs to go back to when the game first started. Alright, let's go ahead and restart it. So let's retry that, the takeoff.
3,
The charger in front of me and my charger.
1.
Well, look at that! He's gone already! That doesn't make sense, because if that charger is supposed to be the same level as mine...
Why is he 4 times as fast?
Well, that's the thing. His 0 to 60 is more like 2.2 seconds.
Or less.
Or faster, yeah.
I mean, I have the charger too, but I can't use it because it's too bad. In other words, it's too slow. It makes me lose.
Well, this is what I'm saying, yeah. Either the AIs are overpowered, or some of these cars are underpowered and not updated for the ACE mode. It's the only way to catch up to them if they make a mistake. Oh, that was not a good turn. So again, the AIs is I just don't get it. What are their specs?
You see that? He hit me and he hit the wall, but he gets his speed boost.
So yeah, definitely the wall riding thing needs to go back to when the game first came out.
Yeah,
because I seem to spend more time trying to not hit the wall and end up going slow, or going fast and get slowed down by the wall any other way. Either way, so it feels like a lose-lose. But this is what I mean. That charger's going as fast, if not faster.
No, he's not going as fast as you. He's going faster. For sure.
Oh. But that's what I mean. How is that possible? Because my charger is fully upgraded to 280. Why is that AI charger like 4 times faster? I mean, let's look again.
Yeah, see, the Murcielago
Grab
I
these
was
parts.
driving is a 2.67 from 0 to 60. Quarter mile is 977. And lateral G is 0.9.
Okay, and you were going, and that AIs were going as fast as you?
No, they actually were in front of me.
Yeah, so, but again, look on my screen. 3.07, 0 to 60, and quarter mile of 10.37. But yet they're going faster than yes, Murcielago was.
Yeah.
How does that
And
make
Murcielago
sense?
has a bigger engine than all of them.
And
Realistically speaking.
let's prove the point. Let's demonstrate again.
What do you mean?
Hold on.
What do you want to do to demonstrate that?
Ow.
I mean,
Okay, let me get my 1970 Challenger RT.
that's even slower.
Well, hold on. All right, now let's go down. Let's go to New York's classic motor trend race.
Come on. There we go.
Okay, because I know there's a 70 Challenger RT in this race too. I'll tell your fast jump. But okay, yeah, let's go back to the performance spec. Challenger, 225 top speed, 300. Sorry, 633 horsepower, 0 to 60 of 3.03 seconds, and quarter mile of 10.37 seconds. Again, fully upgraded, 280. And there is another Challenger RT in the Motor Classic Trend. Or, sorry. Motor Trend Classic Challenge. So again, I should be able to go as fast as the Challenger in this race.
And I'm in the F-Type Jag.
Yeah.
And mine's 0 to 60 is 2.7 or something. I didn't really pay much attention to it.
Alright,
So,
there's
mine's
another
under
yellow
30.
Challenger. Or there's a yellow Challenger in this race, I should say. Yeah, right up there. How's he taking off much faster?
Wait, was that you? Blue car?
Yeah. Sorry.
Ah, don't go to the wall. Good car.
Well, again, he's taking off faster. And he's just pulling away.
Yeah, I'm at 2.7, 0 to 60, and I'm having a hard time catching up. There we go.
And somehow that AI Porsche just rocketed past me without losing any grip. It seems kind of suspicious or unrealistic that he go 150 and not lose a grip on that turn.
Where is this loser?
Way up ahead. Okay, there goes that Porsche again. Just rocket past me like a hornet. Oh. Wow. So let's try that again. Oh man, Bubba's making balloon animals.
2,
Oh, okay, focus. Alright, again. Challenger's up there. And just takes off. Tell you what's underneath this hood. 426 V8.
in a Jag F type, so I have no idea.
Well, I actually got to mess up that Challenger. But here's another vehicle, a 67 GT 500. Ow, and it ate the ball.
See you, sucker. Ow. Dang it.
Oh, that guy really messed up.
You got me.
Restarting. Alright, so let's
3,
go again the takeoff.
1.
By the way, GT 500. Now, see that magnetic crap? I just got screwed into the wall because of it. Get out of the way, Challenger. Dadgummit.
Okay, how was that possible? He just snuck around and just stuck around me. So what are the AIs in 0 to 60? 2.1?
Yeah, their NOS power is a lot stronger than mine. Or at least the guy in the red Porsche. His NOS power is like a lot higher than
3,
mine.
2,
'Cause I was hitting NOS and he hit NOS and took off.
Yeah, so after this race, I want to check the GT 500 0 to 60 because I'm pretty sure it's not that fast either.
No, all the classic cars are really high for whatever reason.
Alright, there's that Challenger. There's that Challenger. Or there goes that Challenger.
You see that? What is that, a Nissan? Just hit that corner.
And what the heck there?
then
That
jumped
GT
the
500 just like rocketed. And it seems like all these races on wheels, the AIs just behave like a bunch of hornets. They just suddenly rocket up behind you, then they just stay right in front of you. Okay, so over and over the AIs were just they were just awful, and Well, let's look again at the specs of the Challenger. 263 horsepower, 3.03 seconds, quarter mile, 10.37 seconds. That doesn't seem possible with the AI Challenger, because that person was clearly going much faster than I was, in both takeoff and speed. And let's look up the GT500. All right, the 67 GT500, aka the 00. Okay, wow. The horsepower 630 horsepower, 0 to 60, 3.4 seconds. Quarter mile, 10.53 seconds. That's really bad. I think that's the worst car ever. Yeah, can you look through your collection and find anything that's
I don't have a lot
higher
of
than 3
classic
seconds to
cars.
0 to 60?
Higher than 3 seconds? I know the Gallardo is exactly 3 seconds.
Well, there is the hot rod. Horsepower 520, 0 to 60, 3.23 seconds. Quarter mile, 10.26 seconds.
Yeah, I have a car. It's 3.07 from
Buddy
0 to
entered
60.
your channel.
Okay, well, I had a TeamSpeak issue. Okay, but you still there, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, so hot rod. 520 horsepower, 3.23 seconds,
Buddy
0
in
to
your
60.
channel timed out.
Still there?
Go ahead.
Alright, I'm having issues with TeamSpeak all of a sudden. So yeah, these are powerful V8s. And they're not getting the
Performing
times.
that way.
Yeah. I mean, the
Like-
Impala has a 938 horsepower. That's probably the highest for the muscle car. But yet, it's 0 to 60, 3.0, 3, and then there was quarter mile 9.9. That's little better.
Yeah, I
68
have a
Stingray.
Mazda RX-7 at 3.07 from 0 to 60 quarter mile is
Well,
exactly 10 seconds.
Well, this 68 Stingray is better. It's got horsepower of 694 with a 2.77 second 0 to 60 and quarter mile 9.83.
Yeah, I got 550 for this one.
And the thing is, the
Seems pretty
Stingray
low.
has a 427. The Charger and the Challenger have a 426 V8. So why are they not more powerful? But okay, it's just not the street race I want to compare it to. Let's look at the different builds for the Charger. Let's see. Okay, here we have the drift build. Okay, wow, the drift build, not even fully upgraded yet, is 957 horsepower, 0 to 60 of 2.53 seconds, and quarter mile of 9.73 seconds. Are you sure this is not supposed to be the street specs? Well, I mean, the power and 0 to 60 and quarter mile, I mean. Obviously, at the top speed of 167, yeah, that's, I see that as a drift vehicle. But still, the power 0 to 60 and quarter mile, I expected would be supposed to be in the street version. Because that's crazy. Same engine, but it has more horsepower. Well, let's look at the Rallycross build. Fully upgraded. It's got 666 horsepower, 2.8 seconds 0 to 60, and 10.47 seconds to quarter mile. That seems reasonable for a Rallycross build. What would you think, Yaya? A Rallycross dirt vehicle doing 2.8 0 to 60.
maybe. I mean, it is dirt, so less traction.
Alright, and let's look at the touring spec. Fully upgraded, 686 horsepower, 2.73 seconds 0 to 60, and quarter mile of 9.57 seconds. That's... So of all the builds for the Charger, the Street is the slowest. And street cars aren't supposed to be the slowest. But let's take another look at the 67 GT500. So again, the Street is 630 horsepower, 0 to 60 3.4, and a quarter mile of 10.53 seconds. So that's the Street build. Let's look at the Drift build. Horsepower, 906 horsepower, 0 to 60 2.57 seconds, and quarter mile of 9.67 seconds. Again, that seems to be the power 0 to 60 and quarter mile. That seems like it should belong under the Street. But okay, let's take a look at another Street and Drift comparison. Look at the 2013 Viper GTS. Fully upgraded yellow, power of 798 horsepower, 0 to 60 of 2.6 seconds, and a quarter mile of 9.57 seconds. Okay, so that's the Street build. But let's go to the Drift build. A 1,000 horsepower, or 1,060 horsepower, 0 to 60, 2.57 seconds, and a quarter mile of 9.27 seconds. So, okay, the power difference between the Street and the Drift is about 200 or so horsepower, but the 0 to 60 and quarter mile are roughly still the same. But what is it again for the Drift and Street Charger? 957 horsepower, 2.53 seconds, and 9.73 seconds. Let's go back to the Street. Okay, it's it's lower horsepower, and the 0 to 60 is like a half a second or more too slow. It's not within the same specs as what the Drift should be. So yeah, you got vehicles you want to compare? Like your Murcielago has both Street and Drift, right?
Yeah, but that's it. Doesn't
All
have
right.
touring or anything. I don't think. I don't
All right,
remember. I know there's
all right, let's do the comparison with the Murcielago and the Viper Street and Drift spec. So yeah, you go to your
I'm at the street
Murcielago?
Murcielago.
Alright, what's your power 0 60 and quarter mile?
Power is 758. 0 60 is 2.67, and quarter mile is 977.
Alright. Well, the Viper Street spec, 798 horsepower, 0 to 60 2.6 seconds, and quarter mile of 9.57 seconds. Alright, so let's go check out the Drift builds of both cars. Alright, yeah, when you're at it, go ahead and say your specs.
Okay, for power, I have 1,242 power. 0 to 60 is 2.6 even. Quarter mile is 9.17.
Okay, the Drift build for the GTS Viper, 1,060 horsepower, and 0 to 60, 2.57 seconds, and quarter mile in 9.27 seconds. Now, the point I'm getting at is that both the Viper and Murcielago, the difference between the street and drift builds, as far as power, 0 to 60 and quarter mile, are roughly within the same. So they're roughly insane, but like the Drift Charger and the Drift GT500 are nowhere near the same range, or I mean the street build of the GT500 and the Charger. They were nowhere near the same 0 to 60 time, power, and quarter mile time as what their drift builds are. So that questions is, are some of these cars are underpowered? The Charger, the Challenger. But that's what I'm getting at, because all my other muscle cars, they have 0 to 60 in less than 3 seconds. And that's questionable. I mean, shoot. Even the Silverado's just under 3 seconds. And it's a truck.
Yeah, I also have a Murcielago Touring Edition.
Right, but the GTS Viper doesn't have a Touring. The other one does.
I just forgot that I had this one.
Yeah. Alright, so
I don't ever use it.
So if Ubisoft, if you can look in the AIs and possibly some of the cars, because my question is, what is the problem? Are the AIs, overpowered? Or some of these cars underpowered for the ace mode? Because as you saw in both the Detroit Interstate and the Motor Classic, the Motor Trend...
Motor Trend race.
Right, thank you. The Motor Trend, all the AIs are just rocketing much faster, and they're supposed to be the same level as what our vehicles are. So, Ubisoft, please look into that and let us know, what do the AIs do, what are the AI specs, or if cars like the Charger and the Challenger and the GT500...
All the classic cars are...
Well, pretty much all the cars. Well, yeah, all of them, they check over to see if their specifications are not
accurate,
updated correctly for the ace mode, or so forth. Because I still don't understand how the AIs just rocketed faster when I'm in the same level vehicle as they are.
Theoretically speaking.
So yes, so thank you Ubisoft for looking into our videos, and I really do enjoy this game. I really love it, but it's just some of those issues that just need to be addressed or to be investigated. So if there's anything else we can do to help make this game the best that it can be... Oh, actually, yeah, there is something. There is something. Alright, so we've said in a previous video that we want to see cops back in free roam. The police chases. Now, I'm going to show Ubisoft why. It was in the house, and there's the TV. And the TV is playing on a loop the Crew 2 trailer. So let's see what this trailer has. Street racing. Yep, cars are street racing. Then Doctor Strange Part 2 airplanes. And then there's off-road vehicles in the background. Planes and boats. Monster truck, dirt, rally raid, and dirt bike race. Planes, so yeah, stunt planes or air race planes. Alright, going to airplane. Flying around, doing stunts. Yep, air race. Alright, and then going to like touring cars. Yep, okay, there's the powerboat racing. So, powerboat racing. That's in the game, so everything is in the game that's been shown on the trailer. But here's the thing. Right there on the Coleman Bridge, there's a police chase. But where is the police chase? It's not in the game. And that's where I'm getting at. Why are the free roam cops not in? There's F1 cars there. And look, there's everything else. Everything but free roam chasing cops. Now, that seems kind of like a little false advertising, like showing all this stuff that's happening in the game, but there's no free roam cops. And the free roam police chases is one of the things I do miss from the first crew. I mean, you don't have to do like another calling all units DLC for the crew too, because yeah, that's not really Motor Nation, but it is something I would like to do just for fun and free roam. I mean, it doesn't, if some people are to say that they don't want police chases in the game, well then a suggestion maybe if you would have from the first crew that little destruction meter that if you filled it up, cops will start chasing you. So if you could, Ubisoft, this is an ideal, have an option to have the destruction indicator on or off. So that way those who want to do the police chases, they'll just leave their indicators on. But if those who don't want to be doing with the police chases have it turn, they can just turn it off and they won't have to worry about police chases. So
yeah, you can just put in the pro settings or actual game settings.
Or the gameplay settings, yeah. So that's an ideal.
And the funny thing is, we were talking about cops, and I came by 3 cop cars parked in the same location.
Yeah, the dummy cops cars, where they pretty much are.
Yeah, but it's just funny that there was 3 of them.
Yeah, but there's also policemen walking around the area as pedestrians.
Every now and then, yeah.
So yeah, that is something to think about, Ubisoft. If you could add that in the game, that would help make it more enjoyable. And another thing, if you could bring what was from the first crew, the free drive challenge, or the ability to where we can custom make our race, yes.
The race editor, whatever.
Because if you were to add that in the crew too, then y'all wouldn't have to be worried so much like every week. It's like, okay, what new event are we going to add? Just let us decide. Let us make our own events and races that we want to do. So, alright, yeah, yes, there anything else you want to say before we close the video?
No, I think we covered everything. Oh wait, no, the PvP. The fact that there isn't a, let's just say there isn't a great option 90% of the time. It's either street race or demo. There is no in between, and that's my issue with it. I don't know about anybody else. I feel like demo is not very fun, especially in PvP. Like if you're playing with your friends or something, it's different. But in PvP, I don't want to do demo. I want to do like touring cars and raids, dirt. Like I want to do all those. But the fact that it only lasts for what, like every 6 hours or something, and you guys keep switching it, like the mix category that you guys had, I don't know, maybe a month ago. That was the best. That was the funnest category in my opinion. And the fact that that's like only there, what, 10% of the time or less, and that's my issue with PvP. That we just don't really have a choice other than street race or demo. Like that's all we get. Even though there's 400 different things to do.
A suggestion for that would be just leave all the multiple choices, you know, all at the same time instead of just the two usuals.
No, you could do like off-road and race. So all the race events would go on race, and all the off-road. Like
yeah, but you also forgot like
monster trucks.
You forgot about the airplanes and the boats too.
That would be off-road too, because it's not on the road, so technically it's off-road.
Or just do what, like from the first crew PvP, is just you know have all the listings together, and people can just pick which category or which event they want to do.
Or yeah, or you could do like a race event and then a mix event, and that's where all the planes and demo and all that crap.
Yeah. So something else, the PvP I have a problem with is that our perks are not applicable to the PvP.
Basically, they're useless.
Right, because you know we're working hard. You know, we're trying to like get our performance and our vehicles like the way we want it based on the perks we can get for the cars. But what's the point of having all these perks if you can't use them in PvP to help you? I mean, it's just pretty much 280, no extra perks. That really doesn't make sense. That's kind of like the points on Whose Line Is It Anyway, and their points don't matter at all. Because there would be times when, you know, after each PvP event, they'll give us the color part of what we won, but we can't see what perks they are because they're not going to be applied in PvP. So that's another questionable thing.
15 seconds to even figure it out. Whether you want to keep
yeah, you only have like a really short time to try to even look through them and apply. Which is kind of like a 15-second waste, though, because the perks don't even apply anyway.
Well, we also should have an option, like, if we're in the lobby waiting for people to join, which is 60 seconds, I believe it says, why can't we choose our parts and our cars then? Like, why can't we do all that before the event starts or whatever? I feel like sitting in the lobby doing nothing is unproductive. Like, we could be picking our car, putting our parts on, but we have to wait till we select our car.
That is something to think of.
15 seconds.
Right, that is something.
It just seems like something's missing. That's all.
Right. So, let's see. Is there anything else we need to talk about?
The wall, we got the wall routing.
Yeah. So let's.
The AI
issue
really needs to be fixed immediately.
All right. So let's wrap up the video here now. All right. So the syncage seems to be working for now since March update. So that might have been fixed. All right. The AIs, either the AIs are overpowered, or some of these cars need to be updated for the ace mode to compete in ace mode.
Basically, they need to be
updated.
They need to be evened out. So if our cars suck, they should suck too. If that makes sense.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It should be for ace mode, because yeah, we already showed. So yeah, either the AIs are OP or some of these cars are underpowered for ace mode. All right, and then while riding, we
want that. I want that back the way it was.
Just undone, because it's really annoying when you're going 200 miles an hour
and you get stopped at,
and then you get dead stopped to like 30 just for like 1 second tap.
Or even a scrape where you barely touch
pretty
it,
much.
It's just a scratch, and then it slows you down to like 60.
Yeah,
and it's
so
just like
the wall
you barely
riding,
touch the wall and you get screwed and you lose the race just because you tap the wall barely.
yeah. And so that, and then some stuff with PvP. So Ubisoft, please look into these issues, and if there's anything else we can do to help y'all make this game the best it can be, because again, I really enjoy this game. It's much better than the first crew. I really love it, but just those certain issues is what puts a damper on the fun. But thank you again, developers, for watching this video, and let us know what we can do to help, and we'll talk to y'all later.